Hey, you guys. How is everybody doing? Y'all get in here. I know my hair is crazy. I got caught in the rain yesterday. Last couple of days, I've been feeling somehow. But I'm back, and y'all back, and we back. And let's get into what in the world is going on. Okay? So there's quite a few things that are happening. Quite a few things that are happening. And we're going to talk about as much of it as we can. We can't stay all day because I still do have some other things to do. But we're going to talk about as much of this, the things that are going on as we can, the things that are worth a conversation. We're going to have a real quick about Tia Kemp and Nene Leakes. And I'm going to tell y'all what I think about it, uncut, uncensored, because, you know, enough is enough, right? We're going to have a little conversation about Khloe Kardashian using a disabled Black child as a prop for publicity. Yeah, we're going to have a little chat about that. That's thanks to our good sis on the phone, because if not for her, I would not have known this was going on, because those people are never in my lens. They are never on my radar because I don't like them. And y'all know how I can get when I don't like people. I try not to look at them. Except for these reality shows, because y'all be wanting me to cover them. So I end up looking at people I don't like and reporting on these people that I don't like. And then people get mad and they don't like what I say about the people I don't like. But we got to talk about Khloe Kardashian and her using a Black disabled child as a prop for publicity, because that absolutely is what it looks like to me. And I want to know what y'all think too. We got to have a talk about Jackie Christie's daughter going over there with Carlos King yesterday. I didn't have time to really deal with it. We was taking care of Papa. He wasn't feeling too great yesterday. And so I was kind of out of zone and I couldn't get online to talk about Jackie's daughter yesterday like I wanted to. I didn't get back till late, and it was storming and power outages. Like, everything was just horrible yesterday. It was a blessing. Like, we were blessed. God was good. Don't get me wrong. But it was just one of them days where it's like, if it could go sideways, it was going sideways. Y'all, I prayed like a mile a minute yesterday. I really did. So yeah, we got to talk about Jackie's daughter getting on Carlos King and some of the stuff she said. And it's one particular clip that we absolutely have to address. Chantel got more excuses than Van Camp has poking beans. And so we're going to deal with it. Okay. My first supporter the whole day is my sis. That's my sister, Country Girl Queena. Thank you for the super chat, sis. She say, let's talk about it. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Yes, we are. Carl Crawford, y'all remember the one they had Meg Thee Stallion on his label, and then when the girl wanted to renegotiate, they didn't want to renegotiate, and instead they went to attacking the girl and not trying to keep her from performing and making her money and just being nasty. The child had to fight them in court and all of that, and they blame Rock Nation. I think they was the ones that really started this when something don't go right, blame Rock Nation, because it was just really out of control. And then once they couldn't have their way, now Carl Crawford is singing a different tune, blaming everything on Erica Banks. Hold on, y'all. Hello? Seanitra, you calling with Aaron? Aaron who? Oh, how are you? I am wonderful. I'm actually was in the middle of a live stream and something said it had to be the Holy Spirit said answer that phone. So I did. And I'm so glad it's you. Yes, I'm Seanitra. This is your baby cousin. Okay. So I'm so happy to hear your voice. Like I told him, I was so happy to hear to find, run across his information. And when I saw your mom talking, and when y'all first mentioned Ellaville, I said, wait. Yeah, then they said Richardson. I said, those are my kin folks. And I was so excited. This is the thing. I'm in the middle of this live stream, but if I can save your number, what I will do is I'll be back in touch with you, and I also will give you my aunt's number so you can get in touch with them. I wish I had run across you all when Aunt May was still alive. Aunt May just left us not long ago, because I would have loved to put those two in touch with each other again. Marie that's my aunt. Yeah, that's Marie. And okay, my mama, That's what I was telling him. I know Marie and them always go to the family reunion in Ellaville. I had not been since Mama first took sick. But okay, so if you know Katie and Marie, then my mother is their older sister, Emma. Emma is my mother. Because it was Gloria first, and then Emma, and then Nettie, then Katie, then Marie, and then my uncle Kenneth, and he passed too, right around the same time Mama passed in 2022. Okay, so Vera is your mom's mama, right? Okay, Vera's brother is LaFair. Fair is my granddaddy's son. Yeah, we're under Fair because Katie and Marie are Ura and Geneva's children, and Ura is Fair's son. Yep, Mayola is also Fair's daughter. So we're your cousins off of your grandmother's brother. Limity. Yep, that was Mayola and Ura's mama. Yes, that's exactly what happened. And she was right there in right. I want to say, was she in Vienna as well? Because grandmom and granddad were in Vienna. They were in Dooley County, and I want to think that Aunt Emmerich was in Schley County because we used to go straight from grandmama's house over to Aunt Emmerich's house. So when you're saying Aunt Emmerich, that would be right. Right. Yeah, because she's so far back. We wouldn't have known her. We wouldn't have known her. We didn't even get to meet Papa Fair. Right. Okay, like Aunt May, because Aunt May died. Well, she passed not, like I said, maybe a few weeks back, and she was 105. Yeah, so I don't even have to get you Marie and Katie's number if you already got Marie's number. Yeah, I'm Marie's niece. Okay, so you got Katie's niece. So yeah, Katie's the one still in Ocala. Marie is in Atlanta. But yeah, so when you talk to her, she can tell you who I am. I'm her sister's youngest daughter. I'm Emma's youngest daughter. Married name. Smith. Because mama married daddy and daddy was a Smith. But mama was a Richardson at birth because of her daddy. I don't know of anybody in North Carolina. We do have Aunt Nettie over in South Carolina. She's in Darlington. And Marie can put you in touch with her too, because that's one of those sisters. Yeah. And we were brought up that way. When we find kin folks, we hurry up and say something to let you know and try to make sure we're all connected. So I'm excited and happy that you already know Marie and Katie, and I'm sure they can put you in touch with Nettie because that's the other sister. But yeah, Mama and Aunt Glow, they've already gone on to glory. But they're still here. They're still here. And then there's other family that's here. Mayola still has children. Sandra is still alive, and so is Will. And Will is still in Georgia too. Right. I saw. She's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. When I saw her, like I immediately, like my heart jumped, and that was before I even realized we were kin. I was like, oh wow. And it's the first thing came to my mind was she looked like my people. And then the more they kept talking, y'all kept talking to her and getting her to talk, I said, oh no, that is my folks. I was so excited. I think he said y'all were in Orlando. Uh-huh. Oh, wow. Well, I'm going to finish this live stream, and I'm so happy to have met you. Okay. Oh, wow. Uh-huh. I ran across him. I don't, to be honest, I didn't even know why he came up in my, suggested videos. But when he did, I said, well, let me see what they're talking about. And sure enough, I looked and got the surprise of my life because there were my kinfolks live and in living color. It was, oh, wow. So beautiful. Well, listen, I'm going to lock your number in. I will definitely be in touch. I told Aaron I'm going to make it my business to get over to Ellaville for the family reunion because I hadn't been over that way since I was a little girl back. And the biggest thing that came to my mind was the mosquitoes. They were so big. Ooh, they tore me up. uh-huh. Oh, okay. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, I know the Aldridges. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's a different branch. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, that is so beautiful. Thank you so much. Anything I can do. Absolutely anything I can do. Okay. Yep, that's not far from my neck of the woods. That's only about an hour away from Ocala. And I'm not in Ocala anymore, but all my roots are still there, and it's nothing but a plane ride or a car ride. So anything that I can do, I'm happy to do. Mm-hmm. All right. Uh-huh. Ocala is Central Florida, about 40 minutes north of Orlando, about an hour 15 minutes from Daytona and Ormond Beach. It's an hour and a half south of Jacksonville, hour and a half from Tampa. We're in the middle of everything. 30 minutes south of Gainesville. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a whole crew there. So Mayola went down to Ocala because she married Uncle James, the Johnson, which is why she became Johnson. And then her nieces ended up following her down there, my mama included. And then it's a whole good little patch of us right there in Ocala. And then there's some more of our folks down in South Florida too. So we got to just get everybody back in the mix. We can't lose nobody. Uh-huh. Okay. That was well. Yeah, like we used to. Mm-hmm. Okay. Absolutely. Okay. Yes, ma'am. I will make it my business. Again, I'm just so happy to have met you. I love you dearly. And we will talk tomorrow, okay? Oh, wow. Amen. Well, all right. We will talk tomorrow, and you have a wonderful rest of your day, okay? All righty. All right. Bye-bye. You too. Listen, y'all just gonna have to forgive me. That was my big cousin. And I'm just meeting them today, and I'm very excited. When in Rome talking about she laughing at the conversation. I don't know what you laughing for, because I'm 1 minute from crying. It was, y'all, I'm gonna talk about it. But yeah, we're gonna get into everything that's going on. So y'all forgive me for the brief delay. Wait a minute, what is happening? This is why I don't like Xfinity. They like to mess up when they want to. But yeah, we had to, we'll get into that. I'm gonna tell y'all all about that too. Oh, and we're gonna talk about what's going on with this boycott of African braiding shops. Yes, we are, because a lot of people don't like to tell the truth. And y'all know over here, we tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And we're going to get into it because our young people are speaking up. They feel a way about things. And, I support the children when they write. So we're going to get into that too. Okay. So again, sorry for the delay, but that was a conversation that I wasn't going to miss to save my life. Okay. Now let me greet who's in here, and we're going to get on into what we got to talk about today. Auntie Eva, good to see you. You tired of Chantel too? Okay, well, y'all hit the like button. Hey, Renee Six, how you doing? Hit the like button. She hit it. She's number 3. Everybody else, make sure y'all hit the like button. Belicious is here. Hey. Ooh, not Chantel. Go get up under that rock and leave us alone. Well. Chantel, it don't look like you got no allies, girl. DS, hey, thank you for being like number 6. Belize and JB is in the house. Good to see you. Yes, honey, we're going to get into it. I promise you. We just had to take a brief minute because I wasn't going to skip it. Miss Nisi, thank you for being number 8, and thank you for being like Auntie Eva. Chabelle is number 15. Hey.
Thank you for being number 1.
Thank you. Chabelle, thank you so much for being like number 15. I appreciate it. My girl, Country Girl Queen, who gave me my first supporter the whole day, is in the house. I appreciate my sisters for everything. Good girl. Thank you for being like number 18. I appreciate it. Lulu's little girl, that's my sis. She's number 19. Thank you. Key Anoop, how you doing? Thank you for being 17. All right. Miss Nisa say Carl Crawford. That's Evelyn baby daddy. Girl, I ain't hit mute. I ain't got too many secrets nowhere. Y'all know I tell everything. Y'all wasn't gonna hear nothing but some country folks that was real happy to run into each other. That's all. Ain't no secret. I hope y'all run into all your family and you're just that excited when you run into your folks too. Helene Easley, that's my sis. Thank you for the super chat. She says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, girl. I'm so glad to see you. I miss you when you're not around. I know you be busy though. Black Smile, thank you for being like number 21. Billy Joint, thank you for being number 23. Yes, girl, God was so kind. So kind, as always. Lisa Gordon, thank you for being number 29. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Make sure y'all are using your engagement button, the circle with the heart emoji. Tap it and send my bubbles up because you know I can be sensitive. Helene says it's 105 degrees in Las Vegas. Oh, I hope you inside with the air conditioner on. Now, that's what I hope. I hope you indoors with the AC on. Miss Lovely T, thank you for being like number 30. I appreciate you. I do. Come on in. Thankful Life, thank you for being number 31. Thank you, ma'am. All right. Philly Joy said, I didn't watch the interview. I knew Nitra was going to give us the real. Baby, most of it was nonsense, but it's one particular part that just sent me over the rainbow. When in Rome, how you doing? Yes. Listen, let me tell y'all something. A video came up in my feed, and in the feed, this guy was saying, I just said this guy because I didn't know who he was saying that his 96-year-old grandmama had some information or something. And, I wanted to know like what it's about because I saw the little old lady and she looked so cute. And I said, wow, let me see what she's talking about. Child, please. That lady went to talking about where she was from and who her folks was. I say, no wonder I thought she was cute. Catherine Bennett, thank you for being number 39. Who get fired? Who? Talking about Eric. We're gonna get into it because I missed a lot of what y'all was saying. Paige, hey girl, make sure you hit the like button. Miss Thelma is like number 41. All right. Say what, I'll make y'all some smothered chicken over a bed of rice and smoked greens. I don't smoke my greens, but I put smoked meat in the greens. If you was over here, I'd have cooked them for you. I'm sitting in Jackson, Mississippi. I can't mail you no plate. I'm a bad Negro, but I cannot mail you a plate. But if you want me to talk you through how to make gravy so you can smother the meat and put it over the rice yourself, and I can talk you through a pot of greens, I can do that too. So you can fix it at your house because I'm not over there. Anita, how you doing? Happy Friday, TGIF, everybody. TGIF, sweet beloved. Thank you for being like number 36. Yes, that is MISTER, period. Okay, that's Mr. Hey, Carrie Clark, thank you for being number 44. Belize and JB, you was number 7. Okay. Yes, I do. I do. Y'all know we got mentholated love over here. This old folk love. It don't, it ain't nothing fancy going on, but you can smell a lot of Bengay and deep heat in this house. Okay. We got bad joints and good patience. Linnell, thank you for being number 46. I appreciate you. Yep, we're going to get into old Chantel. Delicia, Dismute, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. This my Rochelle. Thank you for being 47. You and Delicia. Delicious, I never smoke greens, but I have an electric smoker. May need to try that. Thanks for the idea. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. If it's a collard, count me in. Count me in. Now, Mama would mix mustards with the collard sometimes. I don't know which way she wiggled her fingers, but I ain't seen nobody do it like she do it. E. Davis, thank you for being 54. So look, y'all in here, hit the like button. Quick housekeeping before we get into it. We got a lot of screen sharing to do today. A lot of it. Let's get the real quicks out the way first. Real quick, if y'all got a cuss in my chat, misspell your curse words. Let's be respectful. Let's be ladies and gentlemen, if you don't mind. Also, make sure that y'all are greeting folks as they come in. If you see somebody you ain't met before, make sure that you say hi. Or if you've seen them and it ain't been a while, say hello. Everybody deserves to feel welcome. Nobody should feel tolerated because that's not cool. And that ain't what we do over here, okay? Just like I treat my family, my kin, even the ones I just met, that's how we supposed to treat each other around here because this is the royal family. Don't you ever forget it. Also, if you are new, please let us know by saying this your first time or putting FTL in the chat for first time live so we can welcome you personally and individually because we are indeed happy to have you here. Make sure you put your like number in the chat because we do play the like lottery. So if we call your like number, you have 2 minutes to report to the chat. Give us your like number and Cash App. You might win a little something. Remember, the like lottery is a scratch off, not the Mega Millions. We can put something on your drink. We can't put nothing on your light bill. Baby, we ain't got it like that. Okay, this ain't Oprah. It's just a little love from one sister that works for her bread to another. Okay, Belicious say, like you said, Nitra, I've used smoked turkey in it, but smoking the whole thing. Yeah, I ain't never did that. And see, now I'm going to tell y'all what I do. You mix mustard and collard. Your ex used to mix mustard and collards. Oh, it's beautiful. When it's done right, it's just a beautiful thing. What I will do is I will put smoked turkey and smoked pork in my greens at the same darn time. I will. Mustard and turnips is your favorite. Yeah, ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. That's right. And our moderators, if you see them comment and you see a Cash App there, feel free to please support your moderators because they're here to keep the chat safe for me and you. So please be kind to your moderators, interact with them. They love you. They're happy to have you here too. So please respect them. They're here to make sure that your experience is a beautiful experience, even while we laughing, clowning, and cutting the fool, okay? So please support and show love to your moderators. Respect them. Respect your host. Be kind to me, okay? Because I don't want to have to, act like my daddy people because that can happen. All right? I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm joking because all them saved too. Dana Scott, how you doing? Thank you for being number 58. Thank you. What you say, y'all got Bengay over there too? Yeah. Bengay is your friend. JD Rob, thank you for being number 61. Jackie hit Chantel like she brought home a bad report card. No, yeah. I just feel like she could have hit her harder. I feel like Jackie didn't apply herself. Jackie should have reached way down in the barrel. And look like y'all ready to get onto Chantel. So we may as well do her first, right? Let's take care of Chantel's business first. Let's take care of her first. Because I'm real tired of this little disrespectful heifer. And I didn't even raise her. I didn't raise her. No, I didn't raise her at all. But I'm tired of her like I did. So let's go ahead and get into her first. Let's get into her first. And these excuses. And these excuses that she got. She has so many. She has so many. So let's share the screen so we can deal with her right off the bat. Human nature say my grandma used to season her greens with ham meat. Ain't nothing wrong with a little ham meat in there. I prefer smoked neck bones, ham hocks, smoked turkey wings, along those lines, with a little bacon fat, you know. Hey, Dee, thank you for being number 63. She driving and listening. All right. So let's share the screen now. Hey, Miss Jones. Hey, Great Karma. All right. Well, hey, Karma says it's not their first time live, but new to speaking. Great Friday evening to the chat. So we're going to say welcome because this is the first chance we getting to welcome you. So we just going to say welcome right now. Y'all spam the chat with the word welcome for Great Karma. All right. I'll put mine in first. Welcome, welcome, welcome again. I'm so glad to have you and we're glad you're here, okay? Miss Jones, good to see you. Make sure you hit that like button, Miss Jones. Thank you. And thank y'all for putting welcome in the chat. Let's get this screen shared so we can jump right on in and deal with Miss Chantel and her matter. Because this young woman right here, she on some different type stuff. Megan Graves, hello, lady. Make sure you hit the like button. All right. I'm so glad y'all are here. Great Karma, you're welcome. And we glad to have you. All right. So this big enough, but I want y'all to hear what she's saying. You know, she did that interview with Carlos King, and she gave the impression, hey, Miss Sparkle, y'all, it's our resident Mary Kay lady. Make sure y'all get in touch with this lady if you need anything from Mary Kay, because she is the one. All right. She's traveling. She's in transit, but that's the lady that can help you. I just had to stop and do that. So she gave the impression, Chantel did. Hey, Linez, thank you for being 65. And Carlos King gave the impression that she was ready to take accountability. Oh, this was your second time hitting the like button. Thank you, Miss Jones. So yeah, she gave the impression that she was ready to take accountability, because even the thumbnail for his video said, I take accountability. And I'm like, well, where did you take it to? Where on earth did you take it to? Dana Scott, thank you for the Cash App, sis. Oh, my sis gave me some support. Let me send a heart right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I appreciate that. Big time, big time. I appreciate that. So look. How do you take an accountability and still making excuses? I'm not sure that that's how taking accountability works. The last I heard, this was not the way taking accountability actually worked. I didn't believe that you took accountability by blaming the person that you assailed. Like, how does that work? Real quick, I wasn't going to do Instagram, but I said something telling me, let me just make sure we go live from here for a second in case we lose any of our folks in Instagram land. Y'all, we are over here on the YouTube channel. We're covering the Chantel, Christie, and Carlos King interview and a couple of other things. So if y'all on Instagram and you don't know we're live, come over, please. Thank you. Belicious says, and she never did. She just threw blame and deflected just like her mama. Ooh. Not just like her mama. Miss Nisa said that helpful, let them gaslight her. How you go against your mom with enemies? I got you. But I don't think that they gaslit her, Miss Nisa. I think that's what Chantel intended to do from the very beginning. I don't believe she had any intention to do anything other than just what she did. Okay? I think that's exactly what she intended to do. Now, that's what I believe. But let's let her, I'm going to let her lie for herself. I don't want to put words in her mouth, but y'all see, the writing, the captioning on here. So I want y'all to turn your sound up so you can hear what she has to say for yourselves. Listen now.
And I shared this with some of the girls off camera, is that when I was 27, I've always had really bad migraines and headaches. I went to the doctor, I got MRIs and all these scans, and the neurologist came back with, you have an aneurysm on the right side of your brain.
Come on over to YouTube.
This is something that obviously my parents are aware of. I've told all of my close loved ones, like, if something ever happens to me, like, it could be that. You just never know. Like, we know that I've tried for the last 5 years to live a very stress-free life. That's why I was out the way. So I wasn't in nobody's blogs. That's why I was just out the way living a very peaceful life. You brought me here. You stressed me to the point of disbelief, and then you aim for my head.
Did y'all hear her? Did y'all hear her? She said, you brought me here. You stressed me to the point of, did she say disbelief? And then you aim for my head. Okay, because I thought that was her intention. To me, it seemed quite obvious what Miss Ma'am's attention it absolutely was. Okay. Hey, Anna Filson, thank you for being like number 66. So even if your mama said it'd be a great idea for you to get on that platform, after all, it's a check. I'm sure Chantel is not trying to blame her mother for adding a check to her bank account. So, but you're saying she stressed you out. Now, I didn't watch the show because y'all know I would never do that. Not after the way they've behaved over there with Black women. However, even with how they even behave with Jackie, if you ask me. But every clip I've seen, everything I've been told is that Jackie kept walking away. So I'm not sure how Jackie was stressing her out and walking away from her at the same time. Lynette says Big Mama would have sent her flying into the next century. Southern folks don't play that. And you're right. I told y'all I would have mopped the floor with her. She wouldn't have made 5 minutes with me. Hey, Pisces B, how you doing? Oh, wow. Great Karma. Thank you so much for the super chat. Great Karma said, I didn't watch the interview either, so I'm looking forward to this review and laughing my butt off. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Say, in my opinion, she's been wanting to throw hands on her mother. I don't know why, though. I'm not sure why. And Anita, I agree. Jackie didn't reach back far enough when she decided to pop that heifer. She should have reached back further, because how in the world would you think it's okay to shove your mother? You couldn't have paid me. You could not have paid me to do such a thing. Belize and JB say the brain aneurysm is the one that got me. Right. You know I got an aneurysm, but you aim for my head. Girl, you put your hands on your mama. At that point, wherever the leak landed, it landed. You ain't had no business putting your hands on your mama. You full grown. You not a child, so it ain't like she could tell you to go get a switch and lay across the foot of the bed. She had to clean up right where you messed up. Hey, Miss Gardner, thank you for being like number 67. Y'all make sure you like this video. My likes are too low, and it ain't cool. Okay? You heard that? Jackie hit her right where that noise was coming from. That's where she was supposed to aim, DS. Y'all, DS is here to run that reflection corner because we just never know. Thank you for being number 69. I'm that girl. Yeah, so now it's Jackie's fault that you shoved your mama. But I told y'all this girl had no intention on taking any accountability. I knew that. Eileen, how you doing? Kiri Martin, welcome. Very manipulative girl with bad intentions. That's what it gave me. Now that is what it gave me. Dana Scott said, child, when I watched this, she stressed me out. I know Carlos had to smell the BS. But my thing is, why would you bring her on there to do that? Right. You were confused by her actions. Yep. Okay. Hey, Cassandra Zika. Thank you for being number 73. Oh, she going through the car wash. All right. Listen, I don't know. Say, is it possible she's jealous of her mom? I don't think so. I'm going to just be honest. Now, y'all actually watched the show. I'm just going by what I've seen from this young woman, her behavior, the things she says. It does not give to me that she's jealous of her mother. It gives that she has racial aggression towards her and her mama. It gives that even though Takara, the older young lady, felt like Jackie played favorites, and I don't know whether she did or did not, this one here, always felt superior. And I think that's what's going on. I think she decided it don't matter how much mama, favors me or does for me. I want what she has, and I should be able to take it, even if I have to pretend like she's doing something to me. And I think that's just who she is. Hey, Amanda K, hit the like button for me, girl. Belicious says she wanted to expose her mother. She antagonized her mother to pop her being disrespectful every scene, only for her to say she's never until then talked to her like that. Yeah, I don't believe that for 1 minute either, because she would have never had the nerve if Jackie had raised her not to do that. Hey, Brooklyn Queen, for you. Thank you for being number 71. Yeah, Carlos is messy, and this is why I don't like him either, because he is a messy person. Forever 21, how you doing? Thank you for being 74. I would have got her like she was a bee in them streets. A lot of people would have. So I can't even say nothing about it. He literally flew into town to listen to her rhetoric. Right. Running ratings up. Absolutely. Say so 2 minutes into the interview, the absurdity begins. Oh, yes. And this is just a clip. These are just clips. I'm going to let y'all hear some more of her foolishness. Amanda K say Jackie slapped her with her right hand across the left side of her face. Don't push someone if you're not prepared to get hit back. Definitely don't push your mama. Definitely don't push your mama. And DS is confirming that Jackie was trying to avoid conflict. You was annoyed that Carlos interviewed her. But why would you be surprised? This man interviewed Erica Mena after she called a black woman a monkey. You can't be surprised. Carlos King does not like black women, and integrity is not even in his repertoire. And I don't care who go tell him I said it. It's the truth. Helene say Jackie will probably do another interview with Carlos after this. She shouldn't, but she probably will. Because I don't understand why Jackie's still on that show. I don't. Every season, from what I can tell, they make everything all about, let's find a way to make Jackie the problem. Not an hour long of her sitting up talking mess. Yeah, she thinks she better than Takara and her mama because they black, and she, she feels like her admixture gives her status or makes her above them somehow. Okay, well, thank you for coming back, Renee. We glad we got you. Let her talk some more. But I wanted y'all to hear her talking about an aneurysm, and my mama stressed me out when y'all say the mama was walking away trying to de-escalate. So let's go.
Yeah. I'm not gonna wear what they're putting on me. I'm not gonna do that, Carlos. I'm not. If that means that they feel like I'm not taking accountability. People fail to realize, and I share that they feel like I'm not taking accountability or whatever. That's okay with me. I take accountability for where I went wrong. Maybe I never should have gone up to the room when she asked for the conversation. Undoubtedly, I should have walked out the door when I was standing at it. I understand that. But nobody can tell me how to handle pain that they have not experienced.
One problem. And y'all forgive me for and all that good stuff, but y'all know I'm going to interrupt and say what I want to say. I have to interject. Okay. So she don't think she was wrong for shoving her mama, but she was like, maybe I could have not went to the room when she asked me for a conversation. If you had been chasing your mama all season trying to get an altercation, why would you not go sit down and have a conversation? Why, when she's mentioning what she did wrong and what she could not have done, you could have not been disrespectful to your mama. You could have not been telling your mama you was going to violate her. You could have not been calling your mama Jackie to her face. You also could have not been cursing and going on at your mama, calling her names. Like, you could have not done any of those things. When you went to that door and came back, you could have not been coming back still trying to pick a fight with your mother. You could have not shoved your mother. The only thing that you could have not done was let your head spin when Jackie got a hold to it, because that's what should have happened. Like, Jackie did what she was supposed to do. My problem with Jackie is that she's about 30 years too late. Jackie should have been on your tail from day one, because this girl did not get this horrible in the last 5 or 6 years of her life. She's been this horrible a long time, and Jackie did not handle her business. And the Bible tells you to bend that sapling when they're young. You don't wait till they get big and then you got to, cut them in half. Jackie should have dealt with this girl a long time ago. And y'all know I said that. Hey, Miss Gigi, how you doing? You've been waiting to hear Nitra's take on the gaslighting. No accountability. So on this so-called interview, dislike Carlos King with a passion. He gaslights all the interviews. Yeah, because he's a terrible person. But y'all like him, no? Y'all like him. Yeah, Linnaeus, I calls BS too. I do. Philly Joint said that's why I'm here to hear your take on it. Well, I appreciate that. Anna, okay, Anna on the same page with me. Yeah, it's consequences and repercussions for your actions, but I just find it very interesting to see her minimize what she did to just having a conversation with her mama and not walking out the door when she was at it. Yes, calling her mama by her first name. Yeah, she fell behind. It's just like vaccinations. You can't let your children fall behind on their shots or them behind whippings because that's what she needed. Hey, Miss Shirley James, welcome. Says Shawnee must have gotten a lot of backlash from this season because I heard she leaving the show. She oughta. Shawnee ain't no good for that. Why would you even, first of all, the fact that altercation happened was a shame, but why did it make it to the screens? Y'all could have mentioned that it happened. You didn't have to air that. They aired it because they were thinking the public was going to be on this girl's side and just attack Jackie. And then when people did not appreciate it, and they got a lot of backlash, and people rightfully so, was calling Shawnee into question. Why on earth would you bring this girl on there for her to be doing this? And then why would you air it? Miss Gigi say, keep telling the truth. Jack is too many years too late. This little heifer needed to be put in check when she was knee high. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And that's why she acts like that. Right? She been like that since she was a little girl. You can tell. You can tell she's been like that. This is not new. Ruth Ann Leverett, thank you for being like number 79. This ain't new. Let me let y'all hear a little bit more. But this is why I don't do Carlos King. And this girl right here sitting up here with Jackie's whole face being disrespectful. You done disrespected your mama to the utmost, and now she lying.
It is a different, triggering, crazy circumstance to be in when you're in it. It's so easy to sit there, turn on the TV every Monday. Oh, she's so disrespectful to her mom. Oh, how is she acting like this? Why is she acting like this? When you don't know the backstory. When you already have in your mind that this is the fan favorite, that we ride with Jackie, right or wrong. I see all of these comments that say, but that's still your mother.
Girl, shut up. First of all, a lot of people like Jackie, but it's a whole lot of people don't like Jackie. And like Believes and JB say, it's the older daughter said the two light-skinned children was treated better than her, and Jackie spoiled them light-skinned children. Now she up here claiming she a terrible mama because she's trying to Columbus or colonize her sister's trauma. This girl, right, Eileen, she full of it. This girl is calling herself trying to act out her sister's story because she thinks it'll make her more interesting. Ain't nothing happened to this girl, but Jackie missed her whippings. She fell behind on her whippings. That's all that happened with her. That's all. But for her to be sitting up talking about she the fan favorite people riding with Jackie, right or wrong, my dear, I've seen people who do not like Jackie Christie for nothing that can tell that you dead wrong. And talking about, well, they saw me being disrespectful, but you don't know the story. Baby, there ain't no story for disrespect. The day that you, and I don't care, anybody listening under the sound of my voice, take this into your spirit, swallow it like a good old aspirin. If you cannot be around your mother without being disrespectful, then I advise you to keep your distance because you're going to give yourself a whole lot of bad luck. This is disgusting. I'm a little lie some more. I promise. I'm a little lie some more. I'm sorry.
So let her do anything she wants to me. Let her bring up things that she promised she wouldn't. Let her try to get some random guy that they feel like I'm not taking a guy that I've never even met to bring some tea about me to this show. Let her talk about grandparents' rights when she knows that I'm in the middle of this case. At what point do you say, you know what, enough is enough? Now, the difference is everybody is telling me, well, you should have just walked away. Duh. Guy that I've never even met.
So, no accountability. No accountability. This little trifling heifer. Ooh, I'm trying to just like swallow all of this. I'm trying to swallow it. Keep your distance if you can't be respectful, but they tell me that Jackie said they didn't have no problem until she got on the show. Everything was fine. She get on the show and start pretending like her mama doing something to her. Belicious say, right, as an adult, you keep your distance, and there was no need for her to come on the show. Right. Why would you get on there and go to attacking your mama and sitting up allowing other people and you know, agreeing with other people attacking your mother? Right, Miss Nisi. The first commandment with promise. And this heifer don't believe that fat meat is greasy. Right. Don't none of the cast members like Jackie. So she felt like, okay, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna attack her, and I'm gonna take over my sister's story and use that as my excuse. And then ta-da, I'm Jackie part 2. Hey, Deborah Randall, what's going on, sis? Thank you for being like number 83. Okay. DS say when Chantel pushed Jackie, she was begging to get slapped. She sure did. She sure did. Uh-huh. Miss Gigi say this little brat did herself no favors with us black mamas. She need to go to the altar and ask for forgiveness. Mamas and daughters have their moments, but we don't raise our hands or be disrespectful. Not at all. Not at all. Not ever. Love my dogs too. That's my sis. Hey boo. I appreciate you. I'm so glad you're here. Outside the box, how you doing? Thank you for being like number 84. Belicious says she found out about that greasy fat. She found out about the greasy fat meat. Yeah, she did. She found out. I'm gonna let y'all hear some more of her lies. You know, a little bit more clippery going on. But the nerve of her talking about she know I had an aneurysm and she aimed for my head. She just aimed to shut the noise up where it was coming from. That's what she aimed for. Little heifer.
Things can be true plenty of times.
The B word?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like you tell me at 12 years old to my face, I hate you, verbatim. That is a moment I will never forget.
Why did she say that?
We were just in the middle of one of our many heated arguments, disputes about whatever it may have been.
What you mean about whatever it may have been? Ma'am, you was 12, so she telling us or not telling us that you was disrespectful at 12. You was arguing at your mama, talking back, being fresh mouth at 12 is what I just heard. And then Jackie didn't handle it like she should have handled it, because I'm not arguing with no child. Let's be very clear about this thing. Okay? Taya, thank you for being like number 86. Yeah, many heated arguments. You 12. At the age of 12, this hooker was disrespectful. She didn't just get disrespectful. At 12, she was disrespectful. Uh-huh. Eileen says she's struggling to believe her. Eileen, all she doing is telling on herself. So at 12, you was talking back, arguing back at your mama, being fresh mouth, and instead of Jackie snatching a knot in your tail, she arguing back and forth with a child. That's why you like that now. That's why you act like that right now. That's why your mama had to spin your head like the exorcist. Because when you was 12 mouthing off, she didn't tell you to go get your daddy's strap or to go out there and pull a switch off that tree. And because that's what she should have did. Because that's what I'd have done. I would have wore her out. I would have wore her for a shoot. Y'all can listen. Y'all can sit up there and subscribe to that Gentle Parenting Buffale if you want to. It's a setup. It's a setup. Listen, ladies, stand on your square. Handle your business. Handle your business, ladies. Stand on your square. If they get grown and they mad because you raised them, they'll get over it. Long as you raise them right, you know they won't go to hell. Stand on your square, ladies. Ted say, Jackie said, I hate when you do that stuff. Now the brat switching it up. But the thing is, whatever happened, Jackie ain't had no business arguing back, going verbally back and forth with no child. Jackie was supposed to tan her behind. Jackie was supposed to put something on her rump that soap would not wash off. That's what Jackie was supposed to do. And Jackie failed to do so. And so now we here because Jackie had to go ahead and spin that head round like one of them rock'em sock'em robots. Amanda K say, right, she describing it as if it's normal at 12 to be going back and forth with your mama. Jackie, I blame you for this. Jackie, you to blame for this. Baby, listen, I'm telling you, I was not going to watch the whole thing. A little bit of a clip is all I can do for you. Lynette said she needed to switch across that backside and did. And did. That's exactly what she needed. Jackie failed. Jackie failed. I like Jackie, but she failed miserably. Taya say every black mother who heard that interview translated the truth of that interview. Yes. I ain't never had no argument with a child. Ain't finna have one. Because I don't care how old you get, your skirt tail is never going to be long as mine. Shout out to Emma Lee, because that was her line. Paige say all 4 of us Paige kids knew not to mouth off at 12 years old or ever. Thank you. I was full grown, married with children, paying property tax, and they never tried that. Helene say she been needed to get slapped in her mouth. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Shirley say, where does Doug fit in the situation? She keep talking about Jackie. So was Doug the perfect dad in Chantel eyes? I don't know. I doubt it. She just targeting her mama because she think that's her come up. Belicious say, I think this was Jackie's first time hitting Chantel. Had to be. Oh, yeah, because she didn't believe it would happen. Lynette say, my better switch would be in communion with her honey. Baby, yes. She would have became one with the switch. I'd have been braiding 3 switches. Outside the box say her attitude alone let us know Jackie to blame. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Jackie didn't do her job. Jackie didn't do her job on this at all. At all. She failed. Cassandra said, Ms. Nitra, I'm so glad you got info on this because I can't stomach Carlos' interviews. Wasn't getting no view from me. Really couldn't stomach Jackie's daughter. I can't either. Not hardly. Not hardly. Okay. We're going to do a little bit more. We're going to move on because I can tell all of us have had it with her.
And it just got to a point where she was like, I hate you. And I think that out of all of her kids, out of all 3 of us, I'm the most outspoken. I'm the one that is like pedal to the floor, right? I've always been that way. Anybody that knows me knows that. And that's something that I need to work on. That's something that I need to change about myself and improve on. But this didn't come out of nowhere. And it definitely didn't happen for the sake of this show. This is who I've been. And the instances that we've had that have been very heated, it's never gotten physical, but it's gotten right there beneath it. The words that are being exchanged, the things that are being said. This is not new. This didn't.
Listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I can't take no more. And y'all just going to have to forgive me. I can't take no more of this. It's never, but it got physical. It didn't get physical. Little girl, you got physical. You got physical. Because Jackie didn't touch you. You got physical. Queen will get your drink. But I promise you, that's the end of that. I'm not listening to no more of that. I'm not. She was getting on my nerves. Y'all forgive me. I can't take no more. Outside the box says, she talked about Doug, but her answers were insufficient. Yeah, because she ain't targeting Doug. Miss Gigi say, it's that little girl attitude that everybody calls cute and laugh at. When that heifer turns grown, it hits different, and you're gonna get what I should have given you way back when. But the thing is, that's not right. And Jackie ain't had no business doing that. She should have never allowed this girl to conduct herself this way, and we wouldn't be here. Miss Nisa say, Taya, I don't believe it's the first time it happened just on TV. Right. I don't know. Now, let me not say that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure she told Jackie she hated her. But let me tell you something. I don't think that it got to that level before, because if it had, she would have known in advance to bob and weave. Y'all feel me? If she had ever reached and put her paws on Jackie Christie before, she would have already known to duck. She didn't even know to duck, lean back, nothing, because she ain't never did that before. That was her first time taking it there. Because y'all said she had been following Jackie around the whole season trying to get an altercation. She couldn't get one. Jackie sitting up there like, girl, go ahead, and not giving it to her. She got frustrated and went for the gusto. The problem is she didn't know Jackie. She up there calling her mama by her first name like they classmates, but she ain't know Jackie like that. She ain't know Jackie like that, because if she did, she would know if I shove Jackie, I'm going to hit the floor. She didn't realize she was going to hit the floor, y'all. She didn't know. No. So, matter of fact, we're going to take a little break from that stuff, because we got to get into some more stuff real quick before we get into the Carl Crawford of it all. Real quick, Tia Kemp and Nene Leakes, y'all, keep your eyes open, because we might have some mess coming. Hopefully, Nene does not take the bait, because everything that I'm seeing is giving it Tia Kemp is dying for Nene Leakes' attention. She dying for Nene Leakes' attention. Yeah, JD Rob, don't worry. I couldn't take no more either. I couldn't take no more either. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Please, pretty please. So I didn't listen to the entire gaslighting shenanigans either. Yeah, I can't listen to that mess. I can't, because I be wanting to give her the beatings that Jackie forgot to give her. Lynette says, it says a whole lot about her character. What employer wants to touch that? Child, ask me. Forever 21 said, Carlos said that Chantel contacted him to have the interview. Chantel is a disgrace and very disrespectful. Now she wants to justify her actions. This is what sparing the rod looks like. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's exactly what it looks like. So Nene did an interview with Maurice Young. Y'all call him Trick Daddy. Okay, some of y'all know him from Love and Hip Hop. The rest of us know him from his music and from the state of Florida. Okay. So she did an interview with Trick. It was charming. It was funny or whatever. And yeah, I hope Nene don't take the bait either. But you can tell the minute Trick Daddy made it to a platform to share space with Lenithia, Tia Kemp is thirsty to be mainstream. She don't want to stay on Zeus. She's thirsty to be mainstream. She's hoping that Nene will give her some attention and give her some daylight. And I'm hoping that Nene will say, this lady is way too far beneath me and I'm not touching it. And I pray that she never does. Hey, California cutie, thank you for being 91, sis. So she's doing her live streams where she sits around and bothers people and talks about folks all the time. So she's like, oh, Nene don't need to do nothing else to her nose getting real sharp. And she's praying for Nene to pay attention to her. And that's why this is one of them real quick stories. I'm not going to even share the screen. It's not worth sharing the screen. To me, Tia Kemp is a clown. I was done with her the minute she told Halle Bailey, do not call the police on your baby daddy. If a Negro is hitting you, ladies, I don't care who you are. If you are under the sound of my voice, if a man puts his hands on you, I repeat, if a man puts his hands on you, if he threatens you, if he threatens physical violence, call the police. Call the police. Go to court. Put him in jail, press the charges, get your restraining order. When she sat there and told our young women as an elder, do not call the police, I have been done with her since then. I was already teeter-tottering to, not feeling her. So this is just, just another one. Another one. Okay. So she's sitting up there on the live stream, just trying to get Nene's attention, worrying about Nene's nose and what she got done to her nose. Nene got the nose job on the show. We all know about the nose job on the show. She contours the hell out of her nose. It's her business. It's her nose. Mind you, Tia Kemp said all of this with all that toilet bowl porcelain in her mouth that she constantly licking on and looking crazy. So she knows that that wasn't legit. Right. She sounded ignorant, super ignorant. So yeah, so hopefully y'all, everybody cross your fingers. Let's just hope Nene does not take the bait. She desperately wants to share platform, share space, have her name attached to Lenithia in some way. Nene worked too hard, suffered too much, went through too much to get where she is and get what she has, to be sharing spotlight with the likes of Tia Kemp. Now, to be honest, I did side-eye Nene for having Trick Daddy on the show, but I just assume she don't really know Maurice like that, or know about him like that to have him on the show, but whatever. Another real quick that we got to handle is Khloe Kardashian got, what's that man, Tristan Thompson's brother, talking about he too busy. So she chose to be a guardian or take care of his brother. And, now we got pictures, we got interviews, we got, it's all over social media. So apparently now, them sucking the life out of these men is not enough. Now we're targeting their family members who happen to be handicapped. Hey, Amy J, how are you? So that's what's going on. Didn't like it. I didn't know about it till sis on the phone told me about it. And then when I looked into it, then I was really unimpressed. Extremely unimpressed. Okay. So I need to pull up a few things that I want y'all to see. So we are going to have to share the screen again. We're going to share the screen again because there's some things that I need y'all to see. Yeah, because I want y'all to see some of the things that are going on. Because there is a bit of a boycott in play. Yeah, it's a boycott in play. Black Americans have made it very clear that they will be boycotting African braiding shops. And a lot of them on social media are making it very clear that it will not just be the braiding shops. It will be absolutely every business owned by African immigrants. And we're going to talk about it. So we sat on the same platform and we talked about what happened over at Essence Fest. And Essence Fest was kind of like, I think, the straw that broke the camel's back. So a lot of folks have been seeing the insults and the rude things, the very loud anti-Black American sentiment that's all over social media. We saw Simon Guobadia do it. The minute he got mad at Portia, he was making really nasty microaggressive comments toward all Black American people. He had people in his comment section calling Black Americans akatas. This not new. When Essence Fest took place and our people spoke out and said, hey, that's not cool. This entire institution of Essence was built on Black American culture. And now since you bought it, you're trying to leverage the money that comes in from the festivals and the publication from Black America while simultaneously erasing Black American culture and centering yourselves as though this is not the dominant culture in this country. Right? After that, a lot of African people online said some things that were not nice, very ugly things. And we're going to take a look at a few of those things because I think that there's been some misconception here. When our youth said, okay, since the disrespect is here, we're just going to boycott and keep our money in our pockets, which to me is historically what we've always done. Put a 1 in the chat if you're aware that Black Americans boycott people who disrespect and discriminate against us. Put a 1 in the chat if you know that. Because I let me put my 1 in the chat. I thought this was common knowledge. I mean, it happened in Montgomery. It happened with various stores that have mistreated us, even in local areas. We had whole beauty supplies go out of business because Black Americans said, hey, you keep following people through the stores and saying, you buy now. So we boycotted, and then now you don't have a business. We did it with the nail shops when we kept seeing videos of them attacking Black women in these Vietnamese nail shops. And magically, a lot of the Vietnamese nail shops, once they started losing money, well, doggone it, they got a whole lot of act right, didn't they? It was so shocking. It's just hard to believe. We even boycotted to help South Africa when they were still under the boot of apartheid. I remember because I was alive. And we found out that American corporations were giving money to this government that was, so they were supporting apartheid. It was Black Americans who boycotted Pepsi and all of their subsidiaries. I'm talking about Taco Bell, KFC. Those places have never been the same after that. KFC, you couldn't get in KFC on a Sunday after church. I bet you can now. That was officially when Black folks switched to Popeyes. So historically, I mean, look at Target. Target over there crying the blues right now. Target know every line to every blues song ever wrote in the Mississippi Delta right now because Black folks boycotted. Matter of fact, it took immigrants to put Target in Essence Fest, even though Black people then told you they are boycotted. Imagine. Right, Daphne and Sylvester, we boycotted Papa John's. So I thought that it was common knowledge that if you go about disrespecting Black American people, we gonna boycott you. I thought everybody knew. Was I wrong? So when we see immigrant folks, people that we have historically embraced, people that we have, like I said, with South Africa, people we have fought for, people we have agitated for, sitting online, calling our children, our young people, slave babies, disrespecting not only us and our history, our heritage, and our culture, disrespecting our forebears who fought for the right for them to even come over here. Are we really surprised that the people said boycott? If you spend all your time studying Black American people so you can walk, talk, eat, drink, dance like us, you should have studied that about us. That same civil rights movement that allowed you to come over here largely was included boycotts, dear. So you could not have thought that you would come here be disrespectful and you wasn't going to catch that work. You was going to get that work, that everlasting work. You was going to get it. Then to say, yes, I'm glad you're speaking on it. I believe some Black Americans may not know or really pay attention. Yes, and we have to, because normally we don't. People insult us. We just say, oh, that's that person. Or we'll just say, well, I don't really think they like us. Hey, X, make sure you hit the like button. And then we move on, but we can no longer do that because it has reached a fever pitch. And I'm going to play some videos, fair use and all that. I had to learn how to use the tickety talk so I could go see what the hell was going on. I want y'all to see what I've been seeing. Your daughter said Essence wasn't the same this year. It ain't been the same for the last couple years. And it ain't the same because they're trying to erase the people that created it. Outside the box said a culture that all you do is emulate. It's true. And then they sit online and tell our children they don't have no culture. And then try to take credit for things that don't belong to them. Sitting up saying stuff like, oh, Jamaicans made hip hop because DJ Kool Herc. DJ Kool Herc is on YouTube right now. I can find the video and play it. Telling them he did not create hip hop and they still use that man's name to lie. I heard Jessie Wu and her beat up wig and her over powdered face sitting up there looking like she wearing mortuary number 7. Talking about Haitians inspired Nat Turner. This is the type of disrespect we talking about. That type of disrespect. So you can't expect that folks gonna be that disrespectful and our people ain't gonna boycott. This is what they do. Too fast to say the same civil rights movement that has been replicated. Yes, but they can't never get it right because they ain't got the soul. You got the moves, but you ain't got the soul, baby. Belize and JB say, well, have you noticed a lot of Africans are now on YouTube doing content about Black Americans and their dislike toward other? Yeah, because that's what they're doing. Now that our children are saying, yeah, we're done. And if you want to insult us, we can trade insults. And so now, like I'm always saying, they love to police our response, but do not police the disrespect that we are responding to. And I'm going to say that one more time. Yes, Jessie Wu is stupid. And anybody who supports her, I'm sorry to you, but I will never be sorry to her. Very stupid. Very stupid. Lynette says demons in this country want to erase the ones who actually built this country. Right. Meanwhile, telling us that we didn't build anything. Meanwhile, trying to mock and poke fun at our young people, a lot of them who are just discovering that we do have Native ancestry. And I'm not talking about, you know, Mulan and them who came over the frozen tundra. There's more than one group of natives that were in this place. And so us older folks have always known, but a lot of our young people are just finding out. And so they're excited and they're sharing information and they're sharing, unlike those other folks that are just throwing insults. I've noticed a lot of our young people on social media are actually sharing literature, where they got the information from. They're talking about, hey, I've been researching my genealogy and I found out that, hey, we did belong to this tribe. Hey, we did own this land. Hey, we were classified as Native and then we started being classified as mulatto. And then they started classifying Black folks as Negro. And then they started classifying them as this, that, and the third. So a lot of them are just coming into the information and they're excited about it. And these people are now attacking and mocking. And then we have, you know, people like Umar Johnson, who's a con artist and a grifter, making fun of our children for being proud of who they are instead of just accepting whatever label people throw at them, like their lives and their identity don't have no value. Y'all can't tell me that ain't out of line, because it is. Two fights to say poor Jesse, they wouldn't even let the American slave know what Haiti did because they didn't want to put ideas in their head. Ain't no poor Jesse. She's lying. She's doing what a lot of them do. When you want to discredit the advances and the progress of a people, you try to attach yourself to it. Oh, you wouldn't have it if it wasn't for me, baby. Ain't nobody know about you. Ain't nobody even know about you. Like there was the internet, or people was calling on AT&T or MCI friends and family to say, guess what just happened in Haiti? Outside the box, the FBA is on the move and we ain't going back. Yeah, and that's another thing that they're doing, because a lot of Black people are classifying themselves as foundational Black Americans. They're saying, oh, FBA is a group. It's not a group. It's who we are. We're Black Americans who were here at the founding of this country. No matter what you feel about it, you don't have to like it. It's not going to make it not be true. It's not going to make it not be true. When we started this video, y'all caught me on a call with my cousin, and we talking about our great grands who were here, guess what, at the founding of this country. So whether you like it or not, whether we have to fight with the people we live here with or not, this is our country, honey. We've been here from the giddy up. We've been here from the giddy up and the get-go. And it don't matter if you don't like it. It ain't going to change. Belize and JB say, I may not be, we are Black American. Y'all stop it. Jesse Jackson told y'all that, and y'all believe it. Ain't no African American. She said, but I did contribute 3 children and grandchildren to the culture. That's beautiful. But yeah, we Black American folks. Right. Dana Scott say, I don't know who Jessie Wu is, and I don't listen to Umar. Yeah, she was on Love and Hip Hop, and now she has her own platform. And she's the one that got into it with Tamar not long ago or whatever. And Tamar was in the wrong, I believe, right before Christopher Columbus. Exactly. And our scholars have always talked about it and taught this, but now they're pretending like it's new information, that Black people are just making this up because we want to deny Africa. We don't have to deny you. We don't have to deny Africa. Somebody being in your lineage, you're an admixture in the lineage. That doesn't give you any entitlement to anything that we have. We're being kind and we're being loving, and we've had outstretched arms. All of the blatant disrespect was unnecessary, and now they're getting a reaction. So I'm gonna let y'all see some of the things that our young folks have been dealing with and suffering online from these people. And now they're doing something, now they're pretending like they're victims in Black America. They're even saying that Black Americans are MAGA. Like now, all of a sudden, y'all work with Adolf and them. All of a sudden, because you won't allow them to disrespect you and then still give them your money. Amy J said, I don't want to be mean, but trying to fix Black American and our culture. Focus on your country. True. What's going on in Haiti, Nigeria, and etc. Why so much wealth disparity in those countries? Because rather than fix it, they run here. Yeah, we've been here. I don't know whether it's the beginning of time, but we sure been here longer than a whole lot of other folks. Most folks, I would venture to say. Right, believe it or not, a lot of people threw that in my face. I mean, it is what it is. Stuff happens, right? So let's share this screen, and y'all just hold on to your hats, ladies, because y'all about to see some real live tomfoolery. Real live tomfoolery. Okay.
Y'all let Gucci slide. Y'all let Gucci slide. Y'all let H&M slide. Y'all let Lululemon slide. So long. Yeah, this diaspora was going way too far. Like, this is literally self-hatred.
I know an African hate to see me coming. But back to you, sir.
Hold on. I'm going to let you hear from some of our young people soon. Child, listen. What you call it? Xfinity is like bugging right now, but we're still going to look at what we got. Hold on. I want y'all to see something over here. How do I scroll down over here? Okay. Hold on. We may as well move off that page. They were gonna give us 1,000.
Black Americans, we playing a good game. We playing a good game.
Pause. Y'all see all the error messages? Wait a minute. As soon as let me stop sharing and try to make this stop first, because it keeps giving error messages and we're not even doing anything. We're not doing anything, but I desperately want y'all to see what's happening. Okay. Not just okay. Because y'all have got to see the stuff that's being said. Like, I would be remiss if I did not make sure y'all saw what was going on. One thing that I cannot stand. Hey, Katore. Yeah, they hating on us getting the information. Hey, my sweet. You ain't that late, makeup addict. You just in time. Because we're going to get it working. But one thing I cannot stand and I will not abide by is people lying on our children. I'm not going to have it. I'm not. And I feel like the least I can do is to lend my voice to what is really happening. I want y'all to understand what is really going on, because they're trying to they are trying their best to demonize our children for defending themselves. They are trying their best to demonize our children for using the tools that we taught them to use. We are the ones who taught our children that when you are disrespected, when you are being discriminated against, when you are being treated unfairly, to boycott. This is what we taught them to do. We taught them in word, and we taught them with action. They have seen us boycott any and everybody who disrespects, who discriminates, who mistreats us. And so now to have all these content creators coming out, oh, look what the Black Americans are doing to us. Oh, they're MAGA. Oh, they are a hate group. All this stuff. We're going to put a stop to it. We're going to put a stop to it. Hold on. I know what to do. Don't worry. Don't worry. Hey, y'all. It's okay. So I'm here. And we're going to show what's going on regardless. I don't give a darn about the computer trying to be difficult. We just going to do it another way. Because what they're going to do is, whether they like it or not, we're going to show what these people are actually doing. Okay? So I hope y'all buckled up and you ready to go, because we're going to show what they're doing. So let's get into all of the information that's available. I want y'all to see exactly what they've been up to. I don't want there to be any confusion about what's going on. Here we go, guys. Y'all, and forgive me, you know I'm hitting the wrong stuff because I'm not good with all this tickety top stuff. But yeah, we're gonna get into all of this in 1 second. We're just having to do it a different way. And that's okay. That's okay. Lord. Okay, because it's one of them that y'all have, like, you got to see. You have got to see. Oh, she took it down. It's okay. It's all right. I guess we can just go through what's available. I was just going to show a few, but since they want to make it difficult, I suppose we'll just show everything then. Well, I mean, I guess we can start with what our children have to say. Huh? We can do that. Let's start there. Let's do that. Okay. This thing really does not want to play. Let me see if it's anything I can do to make the internet behave. Y'all, this is crazy. It really don't want to play. And we played stuff from TikTok before and never had this problem. Y'all, this is odd. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, okay? Because when I say I mean that I want to play this, I mean I want to play this stuff. I definitely want to play it. I want y'all to see firsthand what's being said and who's saying it. I'm coming, y'all. And it is storming over here, so maybe that's why. but we're not going to skip a day. Hold on, y'all. Let me pause real quick. Don't go nowhere. Y'all hang on. Thank you, California Cutie, for the Cash App. All right. So what I'm doing, just so y'all know, I'm pulling it up on a different device. Since for whatever reason, it does not want to allow us to play it on the laptop, which is weird. I thought that was a normal thing. But if it's not, that's cool. We'll just play it on the tablet. We'll play it on wherever we have to play it. But y'all are going to hear what's going on. Today, we're not going to be quiet. Because this is just out of control at this point. It's completely out of control. And I feel like because our young ones are standing up and saying that they're not okay with being disrespected. Thank you, California Cutie. Because they're saying they're not okay with being disrespected. Now people are lying on our youth. And I'm sorry, but I am a mother. And these are our children. I don't care what anybody thinks about our young people. They are ours. They're ours. And you're not going to lie on them because they won't let you disrespect them. At all. And I take whatever comes with that, because y'all know that ain't our culture. We don't take disrespect. We are, my generation, we're the folks who were driven back to the scene of fights and made to fight. Okay? So it ain't no secret. There's no secret as to exactly who we are. And so I'm not really in favor of trying to penalize or allowing people to lie on our children because you don't like that they won't let you disrespect them. I don't think it's okay at all, actually. Mm-mm. What the hell are they doing? No. I'm pulling it up, y'all. Hold on one second. Outside the box says we too nice to be disrespected, so it's up. Oh yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Disrespect is never going to be okay. I don't think as elders we're supposed to sit quiet while people mistreat our youth either. I can tell you, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to sit quiet while you do it. I don't know where you're getting. Okay, hold on. Now. We don't eat your food. So they say this is a key potential source of child. Child, the children on here just arguing. Okay. The children And listen, y'all forgive me if I have to stop it periodically because you know over there they play music and stuff. And some of the music is copyrighted stuff, so we're not gonna deal with that. But some of the things that's being said, we definitely I need y'all to hear what's being said.
This is raspberry.
Hold on. Okay. It was one for sure. I took a screenshot of it. I'm gonna show y'all that one too. But this one is pretty good. So let's take a look at this one. I'm trying to find ones without music too, y'all.
We really do not care. No, we do not feel as Africans. We don't share any culture. You have no culture. You have no respect. No people like shit. You treat people like shit. And now you want to boycott African owned businesses. What level of jealousy is this? Well, of course, Africans are very intelligent and you guys, they are more educated than you guys, they are more cultured than you guys. You guys ever listen to advice, you do as you please, you mannerless, you don't see anybody, you don't consider anybody. And you think boycotting our business is going to go break us because you guys are all broken into pieces and now you can't even figure out how to fix yourself. Shut the fuck up.
Black Americans. This is Miriam's TikTok page. And as you can see in her bio, she shares her Instagram for the public to see.
So that's one that was so she was in a hurry to let us know that we don't have any culture and all this stuff and we're mannerless and all these things, you know, this is the type of stuff that the children are hearing, and that's just part of it. That's just part of it. We're gonna get into the rest of it. I want y'all to hear all of the insults that our young people are suffering at the hands of these folks. And then, because I want y'all to really tell me after seeing these things, if our young people don't have a right to be upset and don't have a right to say, yeah, we don't want to spend money with people who don't like us. I think we should be okay with them not doing it. Don't you think so? That's another one because I want to make sure y'all hear what's being said. Because y'all hear the audio on that? Was it loud enough? Let me know in the chat. Because I'm depending on y'all to let me know if you can hear or not. Okay?
Africans don't need to shed a tear. Africans don't need to shed a tear once mass deportation happens into the ones with citizenship who think they're safe. Let me show you something. You all are not exempt from deportation and having your citizenship revoked. And guess who knows how to get your citizenship? So I've seen this girl's video, and she's sitting up there talking about FBAs are the pipeline to white supremacy, about infiltration into Black communities as Black immigrants, and how y'all literally will sit back and have entire dialogues fed to you before you come to this country about how Black Americans are lazy, they ain't shit, they're on government assistance and everything like that. And don't you dare come into my comments and be a fucking liar, because at the end of the day, 95% of y'all are in Black Americans' comments spitting the same racist rhetoric. So how is it that foundational Black Americans are on a pipeline to white supremacy, but y'all come over here on a boat of white supremacy? How is that? And also, I would really like to know how y'all keep trying to push the narrative that we are all one people, but you don't do that to the Haitians, Jamaicans, anybody in Brazil, or any other place that supposedly had transatlantic slavery and Black people dropped off at. Y'all don't sit there and say that, oh, we all look the same to a Dominican. But y'all are trying to do that to Black and look the same. Nobody ever wants to answer that who's a non-Black American spitting this rhetoric. And as a matter
of so you see the kind of thing that our children are saying. I'm not gonna say some of them did get a little wild, but I'm not gonna police them on it either. Because at the end of the day, if you weren't treating them the way you're treating them, you wouldn't get the response you're getting. And I'm not one of those folks that believes that you know, it's okay to, you know, it's okay for people to mistreat you, and you know, you have to watch how you talk back to those folks. I don't think that's okay. I'm gonna see if I can maybe do screen sharing again, because it's like it was getting stuck, and I know we're storming over here in Jackson, Mississippi. We are storming, so if I'm able to share the screen, that would make things a lot easier for me, and a lot easier for y'all to view too. Let me enter in here. All right, so we got that one down there. And let's try to share the screen from here. Okay, so I think we might be okay. All right, so this should be much better. Let's try this, y'all.
Matter of fact, I saw somebody make a false equivalency talking about, well, that would be like saying that Chinese Americans don't look anything like continental Chinese people, like people that are still in Asia and have never left. See, that I think that's the part that a lot of y'all delulu birds are not fucking understanding, because when you come here, all you know about Black Americans is through the lens of a white westernized media that's created by white people to give you some the lens of a Black American. You only see it through the lens of white supremacy, which speaks to why you guys have such bullshit talking points about anything about us. Like, it's always rooted in white supremacy. So I think that's really hilarious that you're.
So I think that gives you some idea to the way our young people are being treated and what they're responding to. Hold on.
So, in light of the boycott today.
So, I know a lot of y'all might come at my neck for this, but have y'all seen the video of the 59-year-old nurse? She is an African nurse who says that she hates African American people. She would not march with us for any cause. She said that she particularly does not like African American women, and that she thinks that she is better than us. And then she also proceeded to say, "You stay in your lane and I'm gonna stay in my lane." Well, I feel like for all that, stay in your country. Stay in your country. Like, what are you over here for? If you hate African American people so bad, why won't you stay in Africa? Why did you come over here? Did you come over here because you know it was better opportunities? That you can make a little bit more money and live in?
You see that they're responding. Y'all are seeing for yourselves.
Why are you doing this? I really want you guys to understand.
You don't even know it.
Thank you for this information right here. So let me give you the context from an American braider. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm just willing to talk about it now, because at one point I was absolutely shell-shocked. So they are calling Black Americans ghetto, lazy, ratchet, and akata, which basically means outsider or someone who is removed from their culture, basically. I heard it a lot when I was in college, actually, more than anything. It was
Wildcats, wild dogs.
Were born in this country, but their parents weren't. Anyway, whatever. So I've worked in several different types of shops. I've worked in a shop where all of the braiders were African. I've worked in a shop where I was the only braider. I worked in shops where there was a mixture of folks. And in every single one of the scenarios, I have learned something that is very interesting. Number one, shout out to those young ladies who were the first braiding shop that I worked at, where everyone was African except for me. So I just kept my mouth closed,
She
pretended that
long-winded.
I didn't, they used to tell me, you look like you are Fula. Fula. Okay, I'll take it. So I wouldn't say anything, number one, because I was still learning some of the different techniques that I know now, like, interlock. Some of you all call it something else now. Just all the different types of styles that I learned, like 18 different types. Anyway, so I came in knowing how to do individuals and Senegalese twists that some people now call rope twists, and I learned how to apply them properly without the braid at the base and how to keep it in to the scalp, close to the scalp. Anyway, all of that, and it was a pretty reputable shop that I was at when I started. Well, anyway, I witnessed early on people wouldn't keep their appointments. None of the clients were African. They were all African American. They wouldn't keep their appointments. They would come in and be rude right off the rip. Like,
Yeah.
So this video is for African Americans. I say African.
We can no longer hide the fact that Muslims are the primary reason why West Africans are in the United States.
Became slaves.
The United Nations says.
All right, so I've been seeing a lot of y'all bubba-headed Africans talking mess about me. Welcome to the cookout. It's funny how y'all think y'all are intelligent when y'all don't even know who the true indigenous Americans are. Y'all think we came from y'all when y'all are nowhere as talented as us, nowhere as athletic as us. Damn sure ain't as good.
Man, get in here, get in here, get in here.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We got to go find what I need. I wish Bianca could drive this for me because then we could get what I need to get. I wish Bianca could drive this for me. Because I want y'all to see what is going on for real. It's not enough.
I hate them. End of story. So before there's any coming together, there's a lot of hatred, disdain, and jealousy that needs to be removed. A lot of dead weeds. This is a 59-year-old nurse that's about to say what you're about to say.
Africans and African Americans, we've never gotten along. Not today, not yesterday, not 20 years ago, not 100 years. We've never gotten along. We don't get along. All I'm saying is that stay in your lane and I stay in my own lane. I don't have any interest or desire to have that kind of relationship that I know will never be. There is no need for me to pretend to like you. You don't like me, and I with my full chest. I don't like you either. So this one that we're supposed to come together, don't ask me to come and join you to march down the street for whatever cause it is you're marching. I'm not coming to march anywhere with you. So all I'm saying is that, why are we here asking each other to get along? Thinking that, we think African sisters were better than, I think I'm better than African American. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't have any African American friend. I don't need to be friends with any African American. There's nothing friendship with them that I find interesting through in university. I don't have any ounce of interest in developing any type of relationship with any of my African
like you went through some really traumatic
I don't have any interest. Zero. If I see you coming down the road,
trauma. Yeah.
I turn around and go the other way. I don't have any interest whatsoever to have a relationship with you. I hate them. I hate them. End of story. There's no resolution. I hate them. Period. Saying I beat my full chest to say I take ownership of how I feel. You don't have to expose me. I'll tell you how I feel. You don't have to second.
Okay, so she said that she'll beat her chest. She said she will tell you how she feels with her full chest. That is really what she feels.
But she's not the only one. I want y'all to really see what's going on out here. I don't want you to believe the lies that they're telling you about our youth. I want you to see what our youth is up against.
Since the Black American want to go to war, let's try. Let's see.
On your damn street, stomping, jumping, bumping, every car
Oh,
up in
God.
this damn thing. Throwing the balls, I pack these soldiers.
Why do our children have to put music on everything? Why? I love them, but why our children have to do stuff like that? Because that was the one, she heard about a boycott and said we were going to war. I don't even know how it turned into war, y'all. It doesn't make sense. I guess because she said that, you know, that the people wanted to go to war with her. And she ended up, you know, not doing so well. I think she's one of the ones who lost their job, you know, because the people called her job and let her bosses know that she was calling for Black Americans not to be treated by doctors or nurses. Okay, so here's a better one of her. Let's take a look at her.
Now, do you remember this idiot got online with her whole telling Africans, Caribbeans, and whoever was listening to try to counterattack what we said we're doing? And African doctors working in our country would stop treating Black Americans. That is a whole crime. We could have brought the whole medical industry down to their knees if they were stupid enough to listen to this child. So now she got the Freedmen, what are they called? The Freeman Nation. I think I heard about them some time ago. I think they're like rebooting the Freedmen Bureau that was erected after slavery. And it really, well, it was a good idea, but they ended up, a lot of people that was running it, white folks ended up literally stealing millions of dollars from freed men and women. Yeah, do some research, check that out. Or I might do a video on it. But anyway, the American Freedmen Legal Fund jumped in on that ass. I told y'all need to start writing these checks that your ass can't cash. They said, we have received all her work information. We are moving forward. We now have full documentation and her employment and professional affiliations. Because of her actions, Freedmen patients are being placed at risk. This is not only unethical, it is a direct threat to our community's health and safety. Let this be clear. If you choose to attack freedmen while serving in institutions that operate within the U.S., understand that you are accountable under the very systems you work for, idiot. Do not call for war. They didn't say that. I said that. Do not call for war while collecting paychecks under the protections of this country. You cannot work in public service and harm the public. We are moving forward with a formal complaint. Every policy, every license, every oath, we will hold you to it. Support the American Freedmen Legal Fund with a donation. And they are on Twitter. I'll post their link in the description of the short. Yeah, these people, you got to think about.
Yeah, that is one of the nurses who did lose her job for saying that she wanted to go to war with Black America. I just want y'all to see what's really going on out here and what's happening and what they're responding to. And I also want you all to see how they are responding. I want you to see how they're responding, because they're not responding. Some of them are getting a little wild, but most of them, as you can see, are responding in a very intelligent fashion. I want y'all to see this lady too. If you're thinking about going to a braiding shop, I want you to see this.
Your hair? Have you? Who's gonna make the next pretty whore?
I'm telling you, y'all
Did
better go
y'all
get your
see?
snack tooth, onion smelling ass auntie. Bro.
Your hair? Have you? Who's gonna make the next pretty whore?
I'm telling
That's
you.
a braider.
Y'all better
I
go
want
get
y'all
your
to
snack.
know that woman who just referred to Black American women as a pretty whore. She's like, who's gonna make the next pretty whore? from the hood. This young lady cut it because she wanted to say her piece. And I understand that she wanted to say her piece. But I just want y'all to see, they're responding to people. You know, this baby went off. She really did go off, and I understand it. However, they don't tell you what they're responding to. She's responding to somebody referring to her and women who look like her as pretty whores from the hood. So I feel like at this point we have to pay attention and call out people who are lying on our youth in an effort to make immigrants look helpless and like they're victims. Okay. Right. Outside the box saying, Kamala gave y'all's money away from the Freedman Bank. She said our ancestors wanted all people to have access. Yeah, mind you, she does not share a common ancestor with you. She's an Indian woman from Jamaica. She has nothing to do with Black America. But they had so many of our people brainwashed and telling us that we have to support this person who is out to destroy us. Seriously. It's okay. We got more. I want y'all to see just a little. I'm trying to find the most tame, but I do want y'all to see the type of things that's happening. I want y'all to see the type of things that are happening. Okay.
Dear Black Americans, we do not care. No, we do not see you as Africans. We don't share any culture. You have no culture. You have no respect. You have no manners. You talk to people like shit. You treat people like shit. And now you want to boycott African-owned businesses. What level of jealousy is this? Well, of course, Africans are more intelligent than you guys. They are more educated than you guys. They are more cultured than you guys. You guys never listen to advice. You do as you please. You have mannerless. You don't see anybody. You don't consider anybody. And you think boycotting our business is going to break us because you guys were all broken into pieces and now you can't even figure out how to fix yourself? Shut the fuck up.
Black Americans, this is Miriam's TikTok page. And as you can see in her bio, she shares her Instagram for the public to see. Wow, it seems as though Miriam is an activist and does a lot of things in government in Nigeria and the USA. Very interesting.
I would like to express to this Honorable Assembly, on behalf of all women led.
And see, I added that one because I want y'all to understand something. That young man said that she's active. That young man said that she's active in the US and in Nigeria. The problem is these people get in positions of power and authority, and they get positions that are intended for Black American people while despising and conspiring against Black American people. Because the minute these young people said they were boycotting, they showed their true colors. They showed them exactly what they thought of them. And now they're on a campaign to pretend as though our children are just attacking them and bullying them. And that is the furthest thing from the truth. But I saw sis in the chat mention Kamala Harris. I'm trying to be nice because y'all know I don't like her. But I want y'all to see something as to why we cannot pretend that this is not a real issue. Take a look at this. Since y'all sometimes believe it from the clearest before Black folk, I want y'all to take a look at this one. This is very telling.
African Americans in a very interesting way, which is actually both the universities and the corporate employers are literally, this is true, they literally import Africans so that they don't have to hire African Americans. They still count as Black. This is Harvard admits, which ones, back when the New York Times could talk about these things honestly. And it quoted actually Henry Louis Gates and Lonnie Guinier at the time at Harvard Law School, basically observing that African Americans were not benefiting from affirmative.
It's still lagging. It's still lagging.
That they can import Nigerians.
That's what I'm talking about. We've been new this the whole time. We've been trying to say this the whole time. And everybody in their grandma, y'all got 24 hours to
African Americans in a very interesting way, which is actually both the universities and the corporate employers are literally, this is true, they literally import Africans so that they don't have to hire African Americans. because they still count as black. There was a great story. The thing that woke me up to this, there was a story in the New York Times 20 years ago about Harvard. This is Harvard admits, black students, but which ones? Back when the New York Times could. And it quoted actually Henry Louis Gates and Lonnie Guinier at the time.
I'm gonna have to share it back because it kicked off, but that's okay. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. But what he was saying was also important too. He was talking about Lonnie Guinier, and I remember when she and the gentleman co-wrote that piece of literature, and they demonized Lonnie Guinier. They sat there and they started calling that lady Looney, Lonnie, and everything else because she told the truth, which was affirmative action did not benefit Black people. It benefited immigrants, and it actually put us in a position where somebody, if they look close enough to our complexion, could merely, just say, well, I'm Black too, and take positions that our forebears fought for us to be able to even have. So once affirmative action was a thing, here you have this clear gentleman telling you bluntly that corporate interests were actually importing African people so that they would not have to hire Black American people. And so this is why I kept saying, everybody's, they were whipping y'all into a frenzy, DEI, DEI. They were doing that because they wanted you to raise your voice to fight for it, knowing that they had no intention, zero intention of ever allowing you to benefit from it. They had no intention on you benefiting from affirmative action, but they wanted you to use your Black voice because our voices affect change. So they wanted us to use our voices to fight for something that was only going to benefit them. I'm gonna hook it back in. The signal is really, really bad, but I'm desperate for y'all to see what's going on because our youth are agitating. They're making noise. They're doing much of what, like I said, what we taught them to do. We taught them to boycott. We taught them to organize. We taught them to do letter writing. We taught them not to take any disrespect. And so I think that it would be wrong of us to then try to penalize them for doing exactly what we taught them to do. Okay? We're dead wrong for not, especially not standing up for them when we see people lying on our young people. Because that's what it amounts to. And we have some people who claim to be Black American. At this point, I think it's just a claim.
African American.
But they're doing it too.
In a very interesting way, which is actually both the universities and the corporate employers are literally, this is true, they literally import Africans, have to hire African Americans because they still count as Black. There's a great story. The thing that woke me up to this, there's a story in the New York Times 20 years ago about Harvard. This is Harvard admits, Black students, but which ones? Back when the New York Times could talk about these things honestly. And it quoted actually Henry Louis Gates and Lonnie Guinier at the time at Harvard Law School, basically observing that African Americans were not benefiting from affirmative action because Harvard had figured out that they could import Nigerians.
CG is what I'm talking about, bro. We've been knew this the whole time. We've been trying to say this the whole time. And everybody and their grandma was gaslighting us, acting like we don't know what the fuck we're talking about, bro. Y'all got 24 hours to respond to this shit, and you better not be gaslighting, bro, because this is what they've been doing, bro. They've been.
So, we have to get past the language that our young people use sometimes. But I think at this point, can we not all agree that they have a right to be upset? Can we not all agree that they have every right to feel misused? They have every right to feel like they're being mistreated, that they're being discriminated against, that people are trying to not only erase them, but hijack their culture and erase them. Here's another.
And I'm not gonna lie, my parents always told me never hang out with Black people. Don't think that you can be friends with them. Don't think that they're the same origination as you. Don't think that there's any similarity there besides their skin color. So don't try to, they always just refer to them as something derogatory and not really worth it, like nothing, So
wanted to know why exactly my parents, why my Nigerian parents don't like Black people. I mean, aren't we all Black? No, Ada, you are not Black. You are not Akata. We are Nigerians. We know where we come from. We are not waywards. Black people are so disrespectful. They do not know how to respect their elders. And what is this Black Lives Matter nonsense? Every single life matters. Foolish gods killing one another. Black Lives Matter. But you are killing yourself. Look at these Black teenagers having babies. 15 babies having babies. Pop, 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 pop.
Me with my mother being an American Black
Mhm.
woman
Mhm.
and my father being a Jamaican man from Jamaica,
Mhm.
right? I can say that my father's side of the family looked at Black Americans a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And they already had in their mind, whether they said it on social media or not, oh, Yankee this, Yankee that. That's been a real thing. We could sit here and make it seem like it's an illusion, but
Like my parents are both from Grenada. They came here in the 80s and 90s. So what he was saying about how they think that Black people are lazy does like resonate with me because I've heard that a lot.
Think a certain way. If you just have the right degrees, if you're just kind of, distance yourself in a way from Black Americans, you'll be safe, you'll be fine. Just love everybody. And
growing up, being raised to be very proud of being Haitian American, there was also for me, as there were for many other Caribbean people or just any other, I would say, immigrant individuals from immigrant populations, this again, what I talked about, the racial distancing, don't be like the Black Americans. That was very common that you would hear that. And it's not surprising for me to hear other people talk about when they were growing up, this idea.
And I'm not gonna lie, my parents always told me never hang out with Black people. Don't.
Okay. And so I promise y'all, I'm trying to find like the cleanest, nicest ones that I can let y'all see without it getting too ugly. But even the Africans that are in Great Britain, that are in the UK, some of them say some very nasty things too. We've listened to some podcasts. We've watched streamers who are over here in America benefiting and monetizing Black culture for themselves, for their own enrichment, who also say very nasty, very negative, very ugly things about Black Americans, one of which is they run around screaming how they're doing so much better than Black Americans. But I want y'all to listen to this one. This one is very interesting because you're going to hear the podcaster try to use that negative YT supremacy rhetoric, and he's going to get checked by this brilliant brother, this historian, and he's Robin Walker. He's a brilliant man, and I want y'all to hear this, and then we're going to end this segment.
You got 1 to 100 and Mr. number 51. Number 51 comparing like with like. And if you compare your average African American, you're 51, you got 1 to 100 and Mr. number 51. Number 51 is richer by a factor of 20 than your average Jamaican. Do you see? So what happens is it's a perception thing. Now let's be clear. We can all point to people from outside America. Go to America and rise. Yeah. Colin Powell did that. Kamala Davy Harris has done that, whatever. But you can't pretend that's typical. Do you see?
Yeah.
But what happens is because we live in a world where people don't really have full pictures, you can take the exception, use that to smack around African Americans' faces. This guy just got off the boat. He's doing better than you. Not realizing, but for my man to have got on the boat in the first place, he wasn't typical of the country that he was coming from. He was in the top echelons of that country. Do you see?
Yeah.
And the same is true also with people from Africa going to Black America. So if we're going to compare the top 10%, let's compare the top 10%. And when we do that, African Americans are slaughtering us. There are, you see, visiting Black America. My book, When We Ruled, there's an American edition.
Okay.
And I invited myself to my publisher's house in America, William Paul Coates. You might know his son, Ta-Nehisi Coates.
No.
Ta-Nehisi Coates, he's a commentator. If you Google him, he's a big figure.
Okay.
So what happened was me and a friend, we invited ourselves to my man's house. And so I got to see how that segment of African Americans were living. They were living like with like. And if you compare your average African American, you're 51, you know, you got 1 to 100.
Y'all get the
Mr.
point.
Number 51. Number 51 is richer.
Y'all get the point, right? I don't have to drive it into the ground. Y'all get the point. Hold on. All right. So y'all get the point. I know we had to jump through a few hoops. Yep, Castanet academics, just to name a few. Just to name a few. But y'all get the point. This is the kind of stuff, like even in the last clip, it took, you know, a scholar to correct this man on his rhetoric about Black Americans. Oh, we're doing better than them. We always doing better. We always do. You don't. You don't. And quite frankly, I think we need to take serious the fact that, one, immigration has not helped Black American people, not one bit. Two, affirmative action, though it was intended to help us, has not helped us. We just listened to D. Clearman tell y'all that they were literally bringing those people in because they could hire you. They could hire them and say, well, it's a Black person, so that's fine. So then that way they could still make sure that Black Americans remain disenfranchised. So all the fighting, all the boycotting, all the marching, all the sit-ins, all the stand-ins, all of them being arrested, being beaten, dogs sicked on them, water hoses, all of the terrors that they suffered to get an advantageous position for their own children and their future are then given to people who are willing to come in and conspire with the oppressive class. And now, because our children have simply said, we're not going to spend money with you because you are disrespecting us, we have content creators all over YouTube. Some of them that I used to support, African content creators, wonderful people, or so I thought. And then I noticed them putting videos up pretending like our young people are just attacking them. They're just blurting out insults at them for no reason. It is dishonest and it is disingenuous. They are responding to disrespect. Y'all saw for yourselves some of the, I guess that y'all call them stitches, where they were responding to people calling them pretty whores. They were responding to nurses that they have since gotten fired for saying, oh, I hate you. I hate them. I'm better than them. I hate them. Are you okay? Black people, y'all better wake up. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. If you find somebody who looks like us and claims to be us, and they're saying, oh, no, FBA is a hate group. No, it's not. They're people just saying that they're foundational Black Americans. How did that become a hate group? I ain't really for the long name, but only because it's a long name. I'm just Black. I've been Black. I'm going to be Black. So if you start seeing that kind of thing, you need to call it out. And when our young people say they're boycotting, I don't want to see any Black American elders for sure on social media saying, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm not going to boycott. Because we live as comfortably as we do, because that is one of the tools that we use. That's one of the tools that we've always used. And we taught our children to do that, as opposed to being violent, as opposed to tearing stuff up. Because if we're going to be for real, it's way more of our children than it is of theirs. And y'all know, them ones y'all call YNs is out of control. If them wild things go get a hold to them people, then y'all going to be singing a different song. You're going to be singing a different song. You're going to be like, it's a shame what they did to them people. So as long as the young people are saying they are going to boycott, I am going to support it. I don't go to no braiding shops anyway. It's the reason I got all my edges and ain't nobody snatching them out. No. My head is too big for me to be bald. And that's it on that. I'm done with that. But I wanted y'all to understand, like, do not let anybody gaslight you or tell you, oh, it's just, I can't believe black people just going against other black people. Absolutely not. These are black people boycotting an immigrant group who has proven themselves to be hateful, malicious, and grudgeful-hearted toward them, okay? And discriminatory. And don't forget that. Don't forget that. Now let's get into Carl Crawford and his mess. And I'm sorry that one took so long, but y'all could see for yourselves, it was not making it easy for me to show you guys what's going on. Now, when I go to Instagram, it's no problem. But when I wanted to show y'all what people was doing, you see, the devil didn't want me to let y'all see what was going on. And I still made sure to keep it clean. I didn't show you all the people screaming slave baby in Section 8 because that's disgusting too. But the next person that says that to you, please let them know to stop lying on our children. Please make it plain that they need to stop lying on our children. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Y'all were over here benefiting while mistreating people. And our babies do not owe it to you to allow you to disrespect them. And anybody waiting on me to be quiet about it is going to be waiting a long time. Now let me pull up Carl Crawford so y'all can see this mess. Here we go. Let's share the screen, y'all. That's right outside the box. If you don't agree, sit down and sit it out. Don't you dare try to derail these children actually doing something, because we're the first ones to sit up and say that they're not doing anything. And then when they decide that they're going to take a stand on something, for us to undermine it is very evil. Turn your sound up so y'all can hear him and his nonsense.
I wanted to sign Erica when me and Megan was on good terms. T. Ferris told me that probably wouldn't be a good idea because, you know, girls don't like to have more. You know what I'm saying? Right. They want to be the only one and all that type of stuff. So I let it go. You know what I'm saying? But I kept it in my head that when things went south, I was able to hit her back up.
How do you feel about Erica's career right now?
Well, right now, Erica, she more like known for like the hip hop stuff, the TV stuff instead of her music. You know, she's a real talented artist. That's why I came in and signed her. I felt like she had a chance to be a star just like Megan. But you know, she wanted to part ways. She wanted to be Megan so much, you know what I'm saying, that she wanted to do everything that Megan did, even fight with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? She wanted to be like Megan so much, bro. She wanted to even fight with me like Megan fight with me, you know, because there wasn't no reason for us to be beefing because I had just went through that with her. So my whole thing was like, yo, I don't want to go through this with nobody. Right. So the fact I had to go through it with her too, it was just her, you know, her management, you know, they like real arrogant people, you know what I'm saying? And they want to like listen, you know what I'm saying? And they don't want to like take my lead, you know what I'm saying? Acting like I'm trying to lead people the wrong way. I ain't been doing nothing but leading people down the right way. You know what I'm saying?
That got to be a little frustrating, right?
It's frustrating because
you hear this. Do y'all hear this, D-Row? So he's sitting up here talking about he leading people the right way. You had Megan in a contract that had her at a disadvantage. That Megan asked you to renegotiate, and you tried to tank her career. You tried to block her being able to perform and make her money. How were you taking her in the right way? Because she wanted to renegotiate a contract because she realized it wasn't the best in her best interest. Now, y'all, he's sitting up here blaming Erica Banks for everything that was going on. Now, some of y'all were paying attention, some of you were not, okay? But this man literally brought out not just Erica Banks, he brought out another girl, because remember, Megan calls herself Tina Snow too, because, you know, because of her mama. I think that was her mama's stage name or something like that. not only did he bring out Erica Banks and had her trying to do Megan impersonations, he also brought out this Spanish looking lady and was calling her Martina Snow. So he was bringing out, he brought out multiple artists trying to imitate Megan, trying to beef with Megan, writing beef tracks toward Megan, just doing the most. And now he's like, well, it was her. She wanted to compete with Megan. She wanted to do everything Megan did, including fight with me. Yes, girl. He had one that he called Martina Snow. Yes. And then the girl Kelsey, when she wanted to write her diss track to Megan, he put that out too. Hey, Angie girl. And now he has the audacity to blame Erica Banks. You're going to throw her under the bus when you set that girl up for failure, trying to make her compete with Megan. Yeah, Angie, he do look like he got two apples in his mouth. It's definitely giving luau pig. But yeah, that's Evelyn baby daddy.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't want to see none of them do bad. You know what I'm saying? I kind of, when you started something in the beginning, right, you know what I'm saying? Almost like having a kid, almost like, you know what I'm saying? So you don't want to see them do bad or struggle and all that type of stuff. But, you know, I wanted to sign Erica when me and Megan was on good terms.
And see how he's doing that. Oh, I wanted to sign her when me and Megan was still on good terms. But then he tried to blame Megan for that, saying T. Ferris told him that wouldn't be a good idea. Mind you, I don't know if T. Ferris actually said that, but that's sure what he's claiming, that T. Ferris said that. See, we got to be careful. We have people in our community that don't mean us any good. They don't mean us any good at all. The fact that he's doing that, hey, one who cares, the fact that he's doing that to Erica Banks, she found her niche on TV because music was really not doing it for her. That's fine. I just want you to get paid. That's all I want you to do is get paid, be safe. Don't get hurt. Don't let nobody hurt you, but get paid. But, you know, magically, that wasn't enough for him. So he's got to make it look like, oh, Megan wanted to be the only one there. Megan ain't said nothing to you. You just told us you talked to T. Ferris. Then turn himself around and blaming Erica Banks for all that drama when you were clearly, Carl Crawford, trying to find somebody to be the next Megan instead of letting that girl just be Erica. And since we're talking about Evelyn, we may as well dig into her mess too. Y'all got time? Y'all got time to dig into Evelyn and her daughter? Because now Evelyn is making excuses for why her daughter Shanice got a baby with her best friend's baby daddy. I want y'all to hear this. If you didn't hear it, I want you to hear it. Fair use. Fair use. I hope y'all got time. Put a 1 if you got time. Angie girl says she got time. Okay, DS says she got time. So let's get into this too.
You guys were best friends. It wasn't my friend.
Right. You guys were best friends. It wasn't my friend. So your mama's best friend, you sleep with your mama best friend, baby daddy. So if the mama don't sleep with the baby daddy, that's fine. And see down here, you got pictures of Evelyn and Shawnee with the girl at her baby shower. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was real close with this lady to not be saying, well, this is actually, that's Evelyn baby shower. The lady right there in the picture with her rubbing on Evelyn's belly. Then there's a picture of Shawnee, the lady and Evelyn posted up on the sofa somewhere. So they was friends. But just keep listening, because if you let Evelyn tell it that her and the lady wasn't cool like that, but your daughter just told on you that y'all was best friends. But let's go.
So yeah, I don't know where that. I think it was. I think that's a big one though, because I get that all the time. It is. It's a huge misconception, and it's a rumor. And to be honest, I know about you and me too. I don't live in a space of I'm gonna sit up here and do this, and I'm just gonna like lie, or I'm not. Like, if it was the truth, then I would be like, you know what, it was the truth, and you know, some things happen, cool. But it grew legs, arms, feet, ears, all of that, and it was such a viral thing. Like I have comments where people are like, oh, how dare you, your daughter had a baby with your best friend. And granted, like, I think she's an amazing woman and super cool, but we didn't share space like that. You know, we don't have a relationship. You guys were best friends. It wasn't
Now y'all heard Evelyn try to pull that, but you heard her daughter say y'all was best friends. So apparently Evelyn forgot to tell her daughter what lie to tell. She didn't tell her baby what lie to tell because her child is like, y'all was best friends. Well, Evelyn, if y'all was best friends, that's what your daughter said. Why you all of a sudden saying y'all didn't share space like that? Y'all wasn't, cool like that. But your daughter said y'all was best friends. And see, somebody said that when the game had his reality show, that with his baby mama, that Shanice was a teenager. And they was calling her their niece. So how y'all go from how did this lady end up calling your daughter her niece if y'all didn't share space like that? And where the game is concerned, where JCon is concerned, my question is, how you go from calling this girl your niece to screwing her and making a baby with her? How that happen? Where they do that at? Huh? I'm curious. And the fact that Evelyn got all this going on, but you got time to try to push Jackie daughter up to try to fight with her on national TV. Y'all, this too much. This too much. This is too much. Like, it's so much foolishness going on right now. I don't even have I can barely find the energy for it. Barely. I'm just checking social media to make sure. And yeah, I'm seeing more confirmation that Chantel did seek out Carlos King because she wanted somebody who was going to let her try to spin her narrative, and it just didn't work. Yeah, it don't make sense. How in the world you go from that's your niece to, the lady calling your child her niece, and then now you wasn't that cool with her? Belicious says, she said people were saying they were best friends, but they weren't just 10 in same circles, ran in the same circles. I mean, she could say that, but how did them people go from calling why would she be calling your child her niece if y'all wasn't friends? If it wasn't that, why did your daughter just say y'all was best friends? I wasn't her friend. That's what her child said. I ain't say it because I don't know her. Now that's what's being said, y'all. That's what's being said. I ain't got nothing else for it. But yeah, I wanted to go over a couple things, make sure we got some stuff out in the open, and hopefully we don't have to come back again for no more stuff. Philly Joint says some horror behavior. Yeah, being horrors. And it's given she learned that from Evelyn. Siobhan say sought out Carlos King like she sought out them football players. Ooh, baby, y'all tough. Y'all tough. So look, that's it for now. We've been in here for 2 hours, 25 minutes. I ain't really ate much since yesterday. I didn't eat much then, but I think I should probably eat something now. So I'm gonna jump off. And if the gossip get to jumping and bumping, then you know I come back. Okay. But for right now, y'all know what time it is. I need you, if you don't mind, to hit the like button on the way out. If you didn't hit the like button on the way in, hit your notification bell. Make sure you click on. Also know when we go live on this channel. Okay, subscribe if you haven't, because we're happy to have you here. And if you want to join channel membership, there's a join button beneath the video and a membership link in the description box. Okay, special thanks to Dana in California Cutie for the Cash Apps. Special thanks to Country Girl Queena, Helene Easley, and Great Karma for the super chats. Thank you to all of you for hanging out and commenting, hitting your like button, sending up them bubbles. Okay, now the join button is under the video. Membership link is in the description box, but that's not all. We also got the link for my book, Little Girl, Big World, in the description box. It is a survival guide for all of our girls leaving home for the first time. Make sure they have a copy. If you cannot afford to get a copy on Amazon, let me know, and I will make sure that I furnish one for you at no charge at all. Just let me know if you need one and you can't afford to get one, okay? And this is our Discord link. Make sure you join Discord, okay? Dana said, just triped and I don't have the bandwidth. Girl, me either, okay? So listen, y'all. Also in that description box, we got the link to our Amazon storefront, so y'all can shop for your home like I shop for mine. My Amazon wish list is there. And thank you to Bianca, because she sent me some foodstuffs. Okay, got me some bamboo. I got me some bamboo shoots to eat. She sent me some noodles. and some dried fruit and chia seeds and stuff to go in some yogurt. So you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But the wish list is there with healthy snacks and pens and notepads and stuff like that. My girl Paige said she gonna send me some notepads and some pens so I can keep taking notes for y'all and keeping that gossip great. So listen, y'all, enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Friday, happy weekend. Okay, chia seeds, they don't have much of a taste to me, but I eat them because they're healthy. Okay, but enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be positive, y'all. Be productive. Encourage the people around you. Encourage yourself, most importantly. And remember, in case no one else says it to you, God loves you. I love you. And there is absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Talk to y'all again soon, okay?